Everyone tells you that waking up at 3 a.m. is just a normal part of getting older. That is dangerously wrong. It is a blaring warning sign from your body that your entire stress response system is broken. Does this sound familiar? You go to bed exhausted, but you jolt awake at 3 or 4 a.m., your mind racing, and you just can't get back to sleep. You've tried sleep aids, but you just wake up feeling groggy, not rested. This isn't just insomnia. The real culprit is a hormonal breakdown. You see, your body has a stress hormone called cortisol. It's supposed to be high in the morning to wake you up and very low at night so you can sleep. But as we age, this system breaks. Your nighttime cortisol levels stay too high, and they often peak way too early, around 3 or 4 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. At the exact same time, your main sleep hormone, melatonin, has decreased by 40 or 50%. So, just as your sleep protection disappears, your internal alarm clock screams you awake. The good news is, you don't need more pills to fix this. You just need to reset your body's natural rhythm. You can learn to turn off that nightly cortisol spike and turn on your body's own melatonin production, all by using 5 specific powerful foods from your own kitchen. Before we dive into these 5 powerful cortisol-stabilizing foods, if you're serious about improving your health in a safe, sustainable, and science-backed way, take just 1 second to hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss our latest videos. Now, let's get started. All right, we are not just masking symptoms. We are fixing the root cause. We're going to use specific foods to stabilize that nighttime cortisol and support your body's natural melatonin production. I'm going to share 5 incredible science-backed foods that help reduce inflammation, calm your nervous system, and allow your body to finally enter that deep, restorative sleep you've been missing. The first one might surprise you. Number 1, raw honey. This isn't just a sweetener, it's a specific prescription for your liver. Here's the science. That 3 a.m. cortisol spike is often a panic signal. Your brain senses that your liver, your body's fuel tank, is running low on its stored energy called glycogen. So it releases stress hormones to wake you up. But raw honey is nature's perfect time-release fuel. It contains a unique ratio of glucose and fructose. When you take it before bed, your liver slowly absorbs the fructose and converts it into a stable supply of glucose all night long. This means your blood sugar stays stable. No panic signal. No cortisol spike. You stay in that deep restorative sleep. But it gets better. That small dose of honey also prompts a gentle insulin release, which helps the amino acid tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier. Your brain then uses tryptophan to create more serotonin, and critically, more melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Studies even show regular use can boost melatonin production by 15 to 25%. Here is how to use it correctly. Take 1 tablespoon, about 10 to 15 grams, roughly 45 to 60 minutes before you sleep, ideally on an empty stomach. Do not stir it into boiling water, as this destroys the valuable enzymes. Mix it into warm water, below 40 degrees Celsius or 104 Fahrenheit, or a cup of chamomile tea. Of course, if you have type 1 or type 2 diabetes, you must consult your doctor before implementing this, as it does involve sugar. Number 2, pumpkin seeds. This is not just a snack, it's a mineral powerhouse for sleep. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best natural sources of 2 critical compounds, magnesium and tryptophan. Let's start with magnesium, the calming mineral. Just 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds can provide around 74 milligrams of magnesium, which is nearly a quarter of your daily needs. Why is this important? Magnesium is essential for regulating your body's stress response. It acts as a natural muscle relaxant, and most importantly, it's required to produce GABA, your brain's main inhibitory neurotransmitter. Think of GABA as the off switch for your brain. It quiets down the electrical activity, promotes calm, and gets your body ready for sleep. But that's only half the story. Pumpkin seeds are also loaded with the amino acid tryptophan. Your body cannot make tryptophan on its own. It must get it from food. And your brain uses tryptophan to create serotonin, which is then converted directly into melatonin, the hormone that governs your sleep-wake cycle. So, with pumpkin seeds, you get a powerful 2-in-1 punch. The magnesium calms your nervous system down, while the tryptophan provides the raw material to build your own sleep hormone. This combination is scientifically shown to help reduce the time it takes to fall asleep and improve your overall sleep quality. The dose is simple: 1 level tablespoon of raw unsalted pumpkin seeds about 3 to 4 hours before bed, which gives your body time to digest and absorb the nutrients. You can eat them as is, or even find pumpkin seed powder to mix into a smoothie or warm drink earlier in the evening. Number 3. Black sesame seed powder. This isn't just a topping for a bun. This is one of the most ancient remedies for stress and physical recovery. Like pumpkin seeds, black sesame is another fantastic source of magnesium, which helps regulate the nervous system, promotes relaxation, and stabilizes those stress hormones. But black sesame seeds have a powerful secondary benefit. They directly combat the physical damage caused by stress. When your cortisol is high, your body is in a state of inflammation and oxidative stress. This makes your muscles ache and prevents your tissues from repairing themselves at night. Black sesame actively reverses this. One incredible study found that athletes consuming sesame saw their markers for muscle damage drop by 19%. It reduced LDH, an enzyme that signals tissue damage, by 37%, and it slashed oxidative stress by a massive 55%. It even boosted the body's own antioxidant activity by up to 65%. What does this mean for you? When your body is no longer fighting inflammation, your cortisol levels can finally drop, allowing you to enter a state of deep, restorative sleep where you can actually heal. The traditional Ayurvedic way to take this is highly effective. Mix 1 tablespoon, about 15 grams, of black sesame seed powder into a cup of warm water. You can add a small amount of raw honey and a pinch of cinnamon. Drink this 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. Number 4. Turmeric powder, but only if you use it with black pepper. This bright yellow spice is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories on the planet. The magic comes from its main active compound, curcumin. As we've discussed, chronic inflammation and high cortisol are a vicious cycle. They feed each other. Curcumin breaks this cycle at the source. Here's how. It works by directly inhibiting your body's main inflammation pathway, known as NF-κB. This stops the release of inflammatory chemicals that keep your body on high alert all night. This is why it's so effective for muscle recovery. Clinical studies show that curcumin can significantly reduce exercise-induced muscle damage and decrease muscle soreness by 20 to 40%. If you go to bed achy and sore, your body interprets that as stress and releases cortisol. By calming that inflammation and pain, turmeric essentially gives your body the all-clear signal to disarm and enter deep sleep. But there is a critical rule. You must combine it with black pepper. Your body is not good at absorbing curcumin on its own. However, a compound in black pepper called piperine increases your body's absorption of curcumin by an astounding 2,000%. The best way to take this is the classic golden milk latte. Simply warm up a cup of milk, almond or coconut works great, and stir in 1-2 tablespoon, about 1.5 grams of turmeric powder, a small pinch of freshly ground black pepper, and a teaspoon of coconut oil, as curcumin is fat-soluble. You can add the raw honey from step 1 for the perfect nightly recovery drink. Number 5. Ground flaxseed or flaxseed oil. This final food isn't just a source of fiber. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory and a building block for your most important brain chemicals. Flaxseed's power comes from 2 things: lignans, which are powerful antioxidants, and a massive amount of a plant-based omega-3 called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. First, let's talk inflammation. Just like turmeric, the ALA in flaxseed is a potent anti-inflammatory. Diets rich in these omega-3s are proven to reduce the inflammatory chemicals like IL-6 and TNF-A that are constantly flowing through your body when you're stressed. By lowering this physical inflammation, you lower the body's stress burden, which helps your cortisol levels naturally fall at night. But here is the most exciting part. Your brain needs these omega-3s. They are a primary component of your brain cell membranes. Consuming flaxseed helps improve the function of your brain and, critically, increases your brain's levels of both dopamine and serotonin. Why is this the key to sleep? Serotonin is the direct precursor to melatonin. You cannot make your sleep hormone without it. So, by taking flaxseed, you are not taking a sedative. You are giving your brain the exact raw material it needs to build more of its own calming neurotransmitters, leading to better mood, less anxiety, and a body that is chemically ready to produce sleep hormones. There are 2 ways to take this, and one critical rule. You can take 1 tablespoon, 50 millimole of cold-pressed flaxseed oil, or 1 tablespoon, say 15 g of ground flaxseed. If you use the seeds, you must grind them right before use. The whole seeds will just pass through your body undigested. The critical rule is, never heat it. Heat completely destroys the valuable omega-3s. Simply mix the oil or the freshly ground powder into a bit of warm water or herbal tea, about 3-4 hours before bedtime. All right, now you have these 5 powerful tools. You can take them separately, or you can create the ultimate nightly recovery formula to drink 60 minutes before bed. Here's a simple way to combine them. In a mug, add 250 ml or 8 ounces of warm, not hot, milk or herbal tea. Stir in 1 tablespoon of raw honey, 1 tablespoon of black sesame seed powder, and 1 or 2 tablespoon of turmeric with a tiny pinch of black pepper. Eat your tablespoon of pumpkin seeds 3-4 hours earlier in the evening. And take your flaxseed, either oil or freshly ground, at the same time, as heat will destroy its benefits. This routine provides a multi-layered defense against cortisol and a complete toolkit for melatonin. Now, a very important word of caution. These foods are powerful, and that means we must be responsible and safe. This is critical. You should consult with your doctor before trying any new health regimen. This is education, not medical advice. This is especially true for several groups. First, if you are taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, Plavix, or even daily aspirin, you must speak to your doctor. Turmeric, flaxseed, and black sesame all have natural blood-thinning properties that could cause an interaction. Second, if you have diabetes, be extremely cautious. Honey, turmeric, and flaxseed can all lower blood sugar. Combining them with your medication could cause your levels to drop dangerously low. Third, if you have gallbladder issues or gallstones, you should avoid turmeric as it increases bile production and could worsen your condition. Fourth, if you have any surgery scheduled, you must stop taking turmeric and flaxseed at least 2 weeks beforehand to prevent bleeding risks. Finally, be mindful of allergies, whether to bee products, seeds like sesame, or flax. And be aware that flaxseed may interact with hormone medications, while turmeric can interfere with iron absorption if you are anemic. Please be smart and speak with your healthcare provider first. So, there you have it. 5 simple natural foods that go to work while you sleep. We have raw honey to fuel your liver and boost melatonin. Pumpkin seeds and black sesame to provide the critical calming mineral magnesium. Turmeric with black pepper to fight the inflammation that's keeping you awake. And flaxseed to build the very serotonin your brain needs for sleep. You don't just have to accept poor sleep. You have the power to fix the root cause starting tonight. Remember, aging is not a disease, it is a process. You have incredible power to support your body's natural healing mechanisms. You don't have to just survive your senior years, you can thrive in them. Don't just settle for feeling old, aim to feel good. If this video gave you a new perspective or a spark of hope, please show your support by hitting that like button. Share it with a friend or family member who is also struggling with those 3 a.m. wake-up calls. And most importantly, subscribe to Senior Evercare and ring that notification bell. We're building a community here, dedicated to reclaiming our health, one small step at a time. Now, I want to hear from you. Besides these tips, what is your #1 secret for staying healthy and getting a good night's rest? Share your wisdom in the comments below.